This portion of the Township Committee is being videotaped for broadcast. Due to either technical reasons or topics for discussion that may be held in closed session pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, there may be interruptions in the videotaping of these proceedings. This meeting will be aired by EHT-TV, Channel 97 on Thursday, January 18th.
Thank you very much. Could everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty. Roll call, please.
Here.
Ellis?
Here.
Hudson?
Yes.
Brown?
I am here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start this night a little different than normal. As you can see, we have an empty seat up here. There's a process to fill these seats. And in this case, the Egg Harbor Township Republican County Committee submitted 3 names, Will Pauls, Vern Macon, and Jill Campbell, to potentially fill this seat. The county committee picked Mr. Will Pauls to fill it. We're going to be swearing him in tonight. We want to thank the other 2 candidates. We had 3 outstanding choices. And I think as we go forward, everybody wishes you well, Will. And we're going to swear you in right now. So come forward. Right hand down. Right hand down. I state your name.
I, Will Pauls,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of Township Committee
at the Township Committee
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United
of the
States
United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and the government established
and the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I'd like to introduce Mr. Rich Clues from Galloway Township. He's the deputy mayor out there. Thank you for your service out there.
Thank you. And you got a good guy out there.
We sure do. Well, do you want to introduce your family before we come on up and you can introduce your family? Sure. Jill.
Joe.
Can you spin
I will.
that?
I know.
Need a pen.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hey, Ron.
I'd also like to note Senator Vince Palestina is here. Welcome, Will.
Introduce my family. That's my grandson Ryan Baldwin, my wife Jenny Pauls, that's been with me for 48 years. My daughter, Dr. Jen Baldwin, and her husband, Matt Baldwin. Matt was football coach for EHT High School, and Jen's special ed director at Galloway Schools for special ed.
His support system.
My longtime apprentice many years ago, Rich Clute,
Really?
that when I went in and met with the apprentice class, I used to tell them how they had to give back to the community. And Rich Clute was a young guy and took that seriously. He's a fireman in Galloway Township. He's with police and emergency management. And done a heck of a job in Galloway Township. If anybody knows people in Galloway, they know Richie Clute. Very proud of him. And thank you for coming, Rich.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Welcome
Look
aboard.
forward to this.
That's it. You picked a good meeting because we're going right to the chief of police.
See you, Senator.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Senator.
Pardon me. This is public portion, correct?
Public portion.
All right, well, Mayor, Township Committee, thank you. Committeeman Pauls, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to working with you. So what brings me before you tonight is during the reorganization meeting, one of our part-time dispatchers became a full-time dispatcher, and his name is Patrick Quinn, and I'd like to bring him up. Patrick? So the reason during the reorganization meeting, we weren't able to properly recognize him. What we're trying to do here on the police department side is kind of change the culture in a way. Our dispatchers seem to be sometimes forgotten, overlooked. Not deliberately, it just becomes, it's kind of unfortunately the nature of our world. Time flies, we're responding to calls, and before you know it, the day's over, weeks are over, years are over. So anytime a part-time dispatcher or anytime anyone becomes a full-time dispatcher, we want to make it a point to recognize them because they serve a very important function to the police department. There's a push for them to become first responders, and that's absolutely something that I hope will be accomplished and be recognized as first responders. The reason being is they might not be out in the field with police officers or fire department or EMS personnel, physically witnessing trauma and despair and just things like that. They're hearing it over the phone. It takes the same toll, whether or not you're seeing it or if you're hearing it. So I think it's proper to make sure that we start recognizing our dispatchers in this fashion when they become full-time. And so therefore, because we didn't have the opportunity to do it during the reorganization meeting, I wanted to bring Patrick up here today to recognize him, to congratulate him in front of his peers who are seated behind us, and again to thank them for what they do and to really take on a very important and critical task and job in policing. So with that being said, congratulations, Patrick. We really look forward. I know as a part-time employee, you've done very well. You sound great on the radio. You're good, appear to be good under stress, very poised, and that's the type of people we need, answering those phones and dispatching our calls. And so we look forward to big things from Patrick. Patrick's a young man. I think he lives, if I'm not mistaken, he lives in Longport.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
I think his goal is to be in policing at some point, but this is a great start. So again, welcome aboard, Patrick, and I'd like to thank the members of the Anchorage Township Police Department and our dispatchers for showing up to show their support for Patrick.
Welcome aboard, Patrick. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And welcome aboard. When they call dispatch, you're the voice of hope. So it's important. It's an important job, and thank you.
I appreciate it, guys.
And thank all of you that do this. We know it takes a toll, and you put long hours in, and just thank you for what you do for all of us. Thank you, Chief.
Excuse me, Mayor. Hey, Chief, I would like to say I'm glad you brought him up and continue to do that because, like I say, those are the unsung heroes behind the scene. Back in my police days, I made sure communication had lunch. So I never forgot communications because they are the secret of success in your career.
No, we need to do better at it.
Thankless job, and they do all the work.
Yeah.
It should be natural. It shouldn't even have to be an effort to recognize them, and that's something we have to change and we're trying to change.
You did it tonight, so it's a perfect step forward. Thanks, Chief.
Thank you, and congratulations once again, Committee with Pauls.
Did y'all have radios back in the day?
I would like to open the meeting up to public comment. If there's anybody in the audience that would like to address the governing body on any issue, step forward. If not, can I have a motion to close the public comment?
So moved. Second.
Roll call? Or all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You can aye. We have a resolution and consent calendar, Resolution 81 through and including 102. Does anybody have any questions? If not, can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second, please?
A second.
Roll call?
Fafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yep.
Pauls?
Yes.
Farmer?
Yes. I can have a Resolution 103 authorizing the release of closed session minutes.
So moved.
Can I have a second, please? Roll call?
Fafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Abstain.
Farmer?
Yes. Resolution 104 authorizing the payment of all bills. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Can I have a second, please? Thank you. Roll call?
Fafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
Farmer?
Yes. Township Committee reports. Mr. Pauls, we're going to start with you. Is there anything you would like to say?
I'm just happy to be here. You know, I've been a resident over 45 years, and it's a good time in my life to give back to Egg Harbor Township, like I said in the committee meetings. You know, my family is grateful to Egg Harbor Township. Me and Jenny grew up here. We raised our family here, and it's a good time in my life to give back to Egg Harbor Township.
Yeah, good, thank you, welcome. Mr. Ellis?
Nothing at this time.
Not at this time. Mr. Hodson?
I got a few things, and I always talk about it. We got to appreciate our volunteers, like the chief just said. Our fire department was busy over this storm with wires arcing, trees down, and the other day we had 2 significant fires, and it's a daytime fire, and Cardiff and Bargaintown, I mean, I don't know how they do it. I'll put them against any paid fire department to get the goodwill when there was a pretty good fire inside that store. It's a shopping center, and a lot of people in that facility, but with Cardiff and Bargaintown, and they were out at the same time in Skelville. So when you look at the services that had to be rendered, we were active in Skelville. They had an active fire with a police investigation, and I don't want to say what caused what, but at the Goodwill store in the, I'm not sure the name of that plaza, but it's where Harbor Freight is, and Cardiff was on the ball, Cardiff and Bargaintown. So, you know, to our volunteers, to the EMS was there, police department was there, they had blocked off that center pretty well because we stretched the line from the pike all the way into the store, and they put that fire out quickly. But again, thank our emergency services, police, fire, and rescue, and they never let us down. And the other night in that windstorm, you know, I always said this, you know, like the dispatcher here, who can you call? And Ellis will tell me Ghostbusters. You call the police department. And the police department sent people out to cut the trees with the fire department and clear those roadways and arcing wires. I'm telling you this, having a father that worked for Atlantic Electric till he retired, they worked hard in this whole area to maintain service. In my area, we were out an hour without power. So to all emergency services, that's what communities do, is take care of our problems when we need to. That's it.
Mr. Cafaro?
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I just want to, is that us? I just want to let the citizens
Shoot.
know that Mr. Pauls has given